Hello and welcome back to Man v Film. It's time for the third announcements from Toy Robot Video, the sub-label of Arrow Video. We're going to dive in together and have a quick look at these ones. I'm kind of curious to see what this company is going to be, so it's always nice to see their new additions. So, without further ado, let's jump straight up. Now, first up, we have the Corruptor 4K UHD and Blu-ray. Now, I thought a lot about this one recently because this is something I remember seeing back when it came out. It was one of the first kind of Chow Yun-Fat American movies, and I wanted to revisit it for the longest while. And getting out in 4K, well, sounds great. Let's have a look. So, NYPD Lieutenant Nick Chen, the head of an Asian gang unit in Manhattan's Chinatown, is secretly entangled with the local triads. But when idealistic rookie detective Danny Wallace is assigned as his partner, the two quickly become immersed in a brutal tough war between the established Tong factions and the upstart Fukinese dragons. Directed by James Foley, with breathtaking cinematography and spectacular action sequences, this stylish action thriller culminates in violent confrontations that force Chen and Wallace to choose between survival, loyalty, and the badge, and the blurred thin line of morality between cop and criminal. So we have a new 4K restoration from the OCN, new The Music of Chinatown, interview with the composer. We have Turning Toronto into Chinatown, interview with the production designer. Chow's right-hand man, interview with action director. Archival commentary from the Underground Up, archival featurette. UGK Take It Off music video, theatrical trailer, and TV spots. Now, 2 discs. Interestingly enough, they're doing both Blu-ray and 4K, which is a huge draw for me, and makes it all the more interesting. I want to revisit the Corruptor. It's one that I've been thinking about a lot because I've been watching a lot of Chow Yun-Fat films. So absolutely. And now we have on 4K UHD and Blu-ray as well, Above the Law, starring Oscar winner Steven Seagal. Nick Toscani, a former Special Operations Vietnam vet, a keto expert, and Chicago cop, finds himself onto something big while investigating an international drug ring. However, when the suspects are allowed to walk free, Nico is ordered to turn in his badge and gun. With his back against a wall and his friends and family in harm's way, Nico decides he's not out of the action and no one is above the law. Steven Seagal makes his explosive screen acting debut, smashing his way into the top ranks of action stars as he tracks ex-CIA operatives trafficking drugs and plotting a political assassination. Director Andrew Davis unleashes the fury all over the Windy City as Nico and his partner close in on the psychotic crime lord. Yes, I really like this one. There was a state when Steven Seagal landed where he did a few movies that were all just excellent and super fun. This has got a 4K restoration from the OCN, approved by the director. We have a new audio commentary with the director and actress Pam Grier, new Sounds of Seagal interview with the composer, archival interview with Steven Seagal, and a theatrical trailer. What an age we live in when you're getting movies like Above the Law on 4K. Yes, absolutely 100%. Now on to something completely different. Zipang. Utterly delirious, a feminist kabuki sword and sandal samurai fairy tale, and the action never lets up. Set in an alternate Japan where modern technology meets an ancient legend, samurai outlaw Jigoku and his motley band of renegades discover the keys to a mythical kingdom of gold. Unfortunately for them, They also attract the attention of a beautiful female bounty hunter, Yuri the Pistol, an ace gunslinger who soon gets hot on their tail. With supernatural ninja warriors, astonishingly choreographed swordplay, and wildly unpredictable plot twists, Zipang is a Japanese fantasy epic in a class all of its own. We've got a new audio commentary by Jasper Sharp and Joe Hickenbottom, theatrical trailers, and a stills gallery, and this has my attention 100%. This just sounds absolutely nuts, and there is something so compelling about that. Finally, we have a man of reason, a man looking to start a new life in a past that wants him dead. After spending a decade in prison, former hitman Soo Hyuk learns he has a daughter and decides to take a chance at a normal life. His former mob boss, Yong-guk, feels betrayed and orders the right-hand man, Seong-jun, to watch over the reformed hitman, who in turns hires two merciless assassins, ruthless in their own brutal ways. The motorbike-bound killers quickly approach Soo-hyuk with deadly intentions. The acclaimed directing debut of Korean superstar Jung Woo-sung, A Man of Reason, is a fast-paced rollercoaster ride of action and mayhem. Wow, that is a mouthful. I don't know if I actually followed the plot there and amongst that synopsis. It sounded a little bit like a typical criminal trying to go straight and drawn back into that murky world. If the action's good, I'm interested. There's a pre-production featurette, a production featurette. We have interviews with the director, Jung Woo-sung, and cast, including Kim Nam-gil, Park Sung-won, and Kim Jun-han. Deleted scenes with optional commentary, theatrical trailer, and teaser trailers. It's not the movie that jumps out to me out of everything that's there. It's one that I am definitely curious about, but not in a rush to check out. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick there with that. This is an interesting announcement. I like that they've got 4Ks with the Blu-rays. It makes all the difference. It's fantastic. They've got one movie that sounds absolutely bonkers and out there, and a more straight-laced kind of film. The pick of the bunch for me is really a toss-up between the 4Ks. I am really invested in a lot of the Chow Yun-Fat movies I've been watching and enjoying, so I'd be interested to check out the Corruptor. I know I like Above the Law. It is a solid film. These two are joint standouts, although Zipang could be the dark horse of the bunch. What do you think of these announcements? What draws your attention? What makes you sit up and go, I need to get a hold of this release? Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on these announcements, and I will see you next time on Man v Film.